I love this state. It's a special state. I have so many friends here, but Kevin Cramer is running, and I think Kevin Cramer is going to do really well. He's respected so much in Washington and D.C. He's helped us with tax cuts. He's helped us with everything.
You just heard from President Trump to one of our own. In an interview you will only see on Valley News Live, President Donald Trump talks one-on-one with Valley News team's Chris Berg ahead of the president's rally for Congressman Kevin Cramer. Our team has been following the president's visit all day. Let's go live outside Shields Arena, where Mike Morgan will kick off our team coverage. Mike?
Andrea, quite a comparison and contrast to the parking lot behind me, where 8 to 10 to 12 hours ago there were thousands of people out there, and now only a vendor's tent and a row of porta potties. Anytime the President of the United States makes a trip to your city, that's a big deal. So when the President of the United States said he was coming to Fargo, North Dakota, it turned into a big deal. And anytime you get a chance to talk one-on-one with the President, wow, that's a coup. Chris Berg, you're joining me now, and yeah, what an accomplishment.
Well, no accomplishment because of me. It was because of you. It was thanks to Mike Morgan giving me some tips that we actually had a chance to visit with President Trump one-on-one. So thank you for giving me some good coaching, my friend.
Well, and it turned out to be quite a deal.
It was amazing. You know, you think about President Trump, there's all this conversation around him, obviously. But I got to tell you, chatting with him, it was like talking to you, talking to a good friend. We talked about, obviously, Congressman Kevin Cramer, the situation with the race against Heidi Heitkamp, Justice Kennedy saying he's going to retire today, and what that means now for this race, because remember President Trump earlier said, hey, we can't really count on Heidi Heitkamp for her vote, but she did vote for Supreme Court nominee Neil Gorsuch. So I asked him, hey, will you get her vote again if you get this done before this election? I think we've got a clip from my interview with President Donald Trump. Thank you for being here. Big news today with Justice Kennedy retiring. Yes. You tweeted recently that Heidi Heitkamp is always a no when you need her, but she did vote for Gorsuch. Do you think you can get her vote if you vote before the election on this?
Well, she's been a no. I mean, she was a no on the tax cuts. The fact is they go along with Pelosi and Schumer, and I now add to that Maxine Waters. Seems to be a new leader in the Democrats, and she's been a no on almost everything, and I just can't rely on that. We have great things that we're doing and we're putting forward, and the people of North Dakota love what we're doing, and we can't have the no votes. You know, we have 51 right now, which is really not a majority. You know, it's essentially not a majority because we have, of the 51, you can't, right. You lose one and all of a sudden you can't win. So we need Kevin so badly, and I think it's going to happen. I see the enthusiasm. You see the people here tonight.
We love you.
And it's a special place, and I appreciate what you just said.
So President Trump obviously very excited to be here in the heartland with the forgotten men and women of North Dakota. Clearly, Trump on the stump for Congressman Kevin Cramer. Had a lot of great things to say about Congressman Cramer tonight. And we're going to see this race, I believe, really heat up now after having the president stop here in Fargo. The good news for those of you that came here today, maybe weren't able to get into the Shields Arena because it does only hold 6,000 people. After my interview with President Trump, Senator John Hoeven came over. We talked about President Trump possibly being back, and he said to me, he goes, Chris, do you think I could have filled the big arena? I said, yeah, Mr. President, I think he could have filled the big arena. And one little secret here is we did talk briefly. I don't know if this is going to happen, but we did suggest maybe having Carson Wentz open up for President Trump at the Fargo Dome at some time in the future, which I think we could easily sell out a 20,000-seat stadium with those two here in Fargo. What do you think, Mr. Morgan?
It's possible. I know you will be hearing more about your interview with the president in coming days.
Yes. In fact, I think we've got it up online. So we did talk about, his message tonight to the people of North Dakota. There's been a lot of uncertainty for our farmers out there because of the tariffs, the potential trade war. So I asked him about that. I'll give you a sneak peek. He said, just be patient. I've done this a lot, Chris. I'm the art of the deal guy. We'll get this done. But you can watch the whole interview up at Valley News Live. So please check it out. Some really, really outstanding information. It was a fantastic interview.
All right. Thanks, Chris.
Thank you, sir.
The promises inside, I should say the banners inside said promises made and promises kept. And that was part of the message that was delivered today by President Trump as he came to Fargo. It was all about accomplishments and accountability. From the recent ruling on the travel ban to progress on building a wall to protect our southern border, the president seemed happy with what's happening.
Republicans want strong borders and no crime. Very simple. Not complex. Democrats want open borders, and crime happens automatically when you have those open borders.
Of course, the main reason to coming to Fargo was to stump for Kevin Cramer. The president saying that he can't continue without Cramer with regard to momentum.
You need a senator who doesn't just talk like they're from North Dakota, but votes like they're from North Dakota. That's what you need, and that is Kevin Cramer.
The president also taking opportunities to take shots at Kevin Cramer's opponent, incumbent Heidi Heitkamp. Overall, a rather raucous crowd, but nonetheless, a very successful campaign stump for the president in town for Kevin Cramer. Reporting live outside Shields Arena in South Fargo, Mike Morkin, Valley News Live.
All right. Thank you, Mike and Chris, for all your live coverage today. We appreciate it. Immediately following the president's political rally in Fargo, U.S. Senator Heidi Heitkamp sent this statement to Valley News Live. It reads in part, "I don't answer to a political party or president. I only answer to North Dakotans who deserve an independent voice in the Senate. That's why I have always been eager to work across the aisle, including with the president, to get results for our state, and today's rally hasn't changed that." You can see Heitkamp's full statement online at valleynewslive.com. Over 600 Trump protesters gathered at the Cashwise on Veterans Boulevard this evening. They marched down 32nd Avenue and ended up toe-to-toe with Trump supporters outside Shields Arena. One woman told us she was rallying for Medicare, while others said they were there in protest of the recent upholding of the travel ban.
I mean, we're peaceful people. We're here to, try to get along. But at some point, like my sign says, there comes a time when silence equals betrayal. If you're not standing up for these people who are being attacked by this administration, then unfortunately, you're siding with Trump.
Protesters told us they didn't have much time to put together the rally, but were pleasantly surprised with the turnout. Crowds of people braved the sun and heat for a chance to hear President Trump speak at tonight's rally. Also mixed in with the crowd, kids. Children were almost as common as the hats that say "Make America Great Again," and parents say that's the way it should be.
They get so much misinformation that by being live at these events, they can actually see and view what's actually going on in our country.
They are going to be our future, and they'll be paying the taxes here, and they'll be the ones that are going to be voting on presidents in the future, and they need to know how our process works.
Trump supporters say regardless of political party, everyone can learn something from the president's visit, from learning about politics, what they're about, to respecting others with different beliefs.